that vehicle is registered to an apartment complex right around the street. Now, for a while there, it was traveling at a pretty good rate of speed, never an extremely high rate. It wasn't extremely dangerous at any time, but now the suspect has slowed down quite a bit.
Okay.
If we open up out of the shot,
Got
you
some
can
type
see
of
several
police
patrol
chase.
cars right
Holy
behind
moly.
the suspect. It's unclear exactly what the want is on this individual. We've seen him stop several times like this in this neighborhood, almost come to a stop, and then as patrol cars get a little closer, the suspect continues on. It's unclear how many people are on board the vehicle. We can't tell right now if there may be a passenger or anyone in the back seat, and we haven't got that information from the LAPD. So we're weaving in and out of some surface streets here in the Hollywood area. Fortunately, Philip, at a fairly slow rate of speed right now. It doesn't appear to really be affecting the neighborhood too much, or risk of people in this area. We've never seen him drive in oncoming traffic. You see there a little bit running through a red light, it appears. So certainly the suspect is desperate. I don't know that I can hear you, Philip. I think we're having some difficulties on that end with the IFB, but hopefully the suspect will come to his senses and give themselves up. You saw the LAPD helicopter just go through your screen a moment ago.
Good morning, good
they
afternoon.
Have an LAPD aircraft, a helicopter overhead following this individual, and they're still following right behind. They haven't gone into surveillance mode or tracking mode or anything like that yet. There's a tighter picture, and you can see it does appear to be a man.
Okay, Scott.
There's a tighter picture, and you can see it does appear to be a man.
Okay, Scott, can you hear me at this point?
I do.
Okay, all right. So now we'll just for the folks who are watching us, we are working through some technical difficulties, but now we are back to normal broadcast capabilities. Scott, one of the things I noticed with some of the pursuing officers is that one of the SUVs has the back of their SUV open, so they're almost just kind of following, ready to stop at any moment. Now it looks like they've closed it, so it's almost stop and go for them, because this person
he stopped a few times
and talking to people in the neighborhood.
Wow, look at that, the nerve.
Yeah, a couple of things are going to happen now. If the suspect continues around this same area and does stop like this, they'll get units ahead of him, and they'll probably try and put out a spike strip. Also, when he travels at a slow rate of speed,
he's also
smoking. That boy's smoking up.
I see that now. He goes around a corner. They can use the pit maneuver and hit the back of the vehicle. Open up out of the shot just a little bit, Marcel. We got a good look at the individual. It appears to be a man. You see the officers are pulling their weapons out behind the doors for protection. If we look to the left, I don't think any officers are on that side, but they more than likely will set up, and at some point in time, is that a vehicle there?
Scott,
it's really hard to tell.
Can we zoom in on the rear window of the vehicle? Because it looks as if, I wonder if they're using less than lethal, trying to get that.
I don't
it's a reflection of the trees. Okay, I apologize.
Exactly.
It looked like those.
Yeah, there's a truck in front of them, though. There's something behind the tree. If we can drift a little bit to the east. I know you got 5 there, but go around them. There's a truck there, and it looks like the suspect may not be able to go any further. And we haven't seen them in a situation there was a standoff long enough for them to use less than lethal and try and bust out the window. But you can tell maybe that's a cement truck or a semi of some type, a work truck in this area. It's unclear. It looks like a moving truck or a movie truck with that boom on there. It's unclear whether or not they're there because they want to block the suspect and they saw it coming. I've seen that happen before. Or if that individual is trying to back up into someone's driveway and they're doing some work in the area. But now we have the standoff, and it looks like the suspect cannot continue. We don't believe that it's getting out of the vehicle. Is that what I'm seeing right there?
Yes.
Is that something in his hand? Could that be a weapon? Nothing in his hand, okay.
Well, it was odd. He had his hands out of the vehicle, and the vehicle lurched forward a bit. So I don't know if he actually had put it in park, but now it does appear as if he's fully surrendering and starting to comply.
Yeah, exactly. They'll want him to more than likely walk back towards the officers. I'm a little curious why he's walking forward. That usually is not the procedure that the officers will be telling him to do. They'll want him to turn around. They'll want him to lift up his jacket or his sweater so they can check his waistband. But now it does appear that he's obeying their commands, and they should have him in custody here in a moment. Once he's sprawled out like that, they can just rush in and take him into custody. So we don't believe anybody was hurt, Philip. That's the good news. It lasted maybe about 15 minutes or so.
It was a really short chase.
Moment now they're going to move in and take that man into custody. They are always concerned about whether or not there's more people in the vehicle. So they may run up to the vehicle. They may clear the vehicle first just for the safety of the officers before they go over and take the suspect into custody.
Well, and if you watch the actions of one of the officers, he had kind of taken matters in his own hands, putting his hands behind his back because the officer was having to say to stretch out spread eagle as he was had his hands behind his back there. So yeah, now they are going to move forward, clear the vehicle. And I would assume they'd probably also want to make sure that the vehicle is safe and not ready to, need to be in park and safe for everyone else. And this person, you're not to comply. They would want him to open the door and get out. I can't imagine they would want him to crawl out the window. So he was not doing exactly what they want. So they're still going to be abundantly cautious to get this person into custody. But it does appear as if this is going to come to a conclusion as they want. Again, wasn't incredibly reckless, but certainly was not what you want, because he didn't pull over, he didn't stop, and he did run through an intersection against the light. So it does look, Scott, like we're going to have this person in custody, and this is going to come to a conclusion. And it doesn't look, one last thing, Scott, it doesn't look like this is going to be a big impact on the commute, does it?
No, I mean, there's a couple of small surface streets in this neighborhood of Hollywood that'll be affected, but you could get around it. Unless you're in one of those homes, you might be locked in for a bit, but they have them in custody. They should wrap this.
It seems like that truck maybe stayed there on purpose. That truck stifled the chase. I have something I want to show you guys and ask you to get your thoughts on something. Now, hold on 1 second. So, I have a starting stream thing. So this is like in case, let me show you, in case like I start a stream, I don't have time, like, I need a few seconds or something's coming up where I just have to hit launch and I need a minute or something. That could be the start. And do you guys like that? Or if you don't, or you think it's okay, or the other thought I had, if I need a minute or two, just when I start up, I could have, let me show you. I haven't finished this yet, but I could have like something like some type of thing playing in the background. I don't know about this guy. I mean, it's kind of cool. His newspaper's burning. I mean, that's kind of fitting. The Wall Street Journal, maybe some shit like this. New stream starting soon as a newspaper burns. Could be that. I saw this too, which was like, this is kind of cool, but what do you think? This right here, whatever, if I need 10 seconds, 30 seconds or whatever, maybe I should do a little poll. Or should I just do some type of, the only thing is if I do like a custom thing here, it's like, I don't know if that's going to get boring. Like seeing the same video every time, whatever it is. Versus just like a template. Oh, this is the other thing I'm working on too. When we have to have a smaller screen, which is not going to be always or whatever, but sometimes some places are sketchy, some news stations. And so if we have to have a little smaller screen, we have a little template there. I got to fix the text. Like that. The first one, the burning paper could get flagged. Breaking news. Oh yeah, the music. I have no idea what music yet. I was gonna put on this creepy shit. Check it out. I like this creepy one. Maybe it's too creepy though. I gotta find an elevator music. I don't think we need music. I'm not really the kind of person to have a long ass loading screen, because I've seen some people on Twitter, they have like a 30-minute intro, like their thing just says starting soon 30 minutes. I'm really more of a hit start and go, but sometimes I might need 30 seconds or a minute or something. I can have that. Snake. Oh, a QR code. That's a good idea. A QR code to what? To like subscribe? Live life. I've seen some people literally like the intro's 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It's crazy. Wait, there's a snake. Oh, there was a snake on screen. That song is in the YouTube library. It's called what is it called? That one's, it's literally called Creep. It's by Emmett Fenn. It's called Creep. Oh, a donate QR code. That's a really great idea. Code to take to your website. Yeah, the website, the lady's almost done. I had some issues the other day. The whole website was deleted. I had to like contact these people and get it restored. It was really annoying. So, this is back on the website. This thing right here, you'll see this, but she showed me a preview. There was like another link. It looks really, really cool. So hopefully she finishes it soon. Chase is over. I'm a creep. Yo, that would be kind of interesting. Not Bansky. So a fish tank would be cool. That would be like next level if I had set up a camera right by the fish tank and the starting breaking news thing was the fish tank, like an actual live feed of the fish tank. Like a live video of the fish tank. Oh, Nick Fuentes has that? Yeah, I've seen some people on Rumble, Twitter, X. They have literally, and I guess I think they do it maybe to build the audience and to also at the end of the stream have the views. And so, hey, if I have an hour intro, I have an hour to rack up some views and then I'll start the stream, I guess. I don't understand why somebody would do that. I get up and walk away, 1,000 people leave. Yes, QR code, donate or join. All right, I can do that. I'll work on that, the QR code. So do you like this thing here? So what it was supposed to be was, it's supposed to be like new subscriber. The latest subscriber shows up on the bottom left. I have to put a little word there. In the middle is the donation, the latest donation, and then something on the right. Again, this is not going to be always, but sometimes, you know, sometimes some things better play in a small screen and not have a full screen, copyright stuff, you know. Yo, did you guys see that Pirates player that fell last night? What the hell was that about? Too busy? Makes the video too small. Okay. Some people like it. Maybe with a bigger video screen.
Air 7 over a UC worker strike. Scott?
Yeah, Tony, we're over Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center here at the campus.
Needs a girl's touch. Oh, I've had Streamlabs Ultra all this time. I just never really... These layouts I downloaded from Canva, though. I'm not using Streamlabs. The Streamlabs stuff, I don't like that. Like it changes everything. I don't like it. Like it distorts everything. He's in critical condition. That guy, that video didn't make any sense to me. That guy was sitting down like everybody else, and he gets up and goes over the rail. He jumps over the rail. Some people were saying that he was maybe drunk. Somebody had posted on Reddit he was drunk. I don't know. No. Hey, Wendy, what's up? This view, I want to make a view. Let me show you something. Let me show you. I really like what quartering has. The quartering. He has like a setup like this. Oh, I like this too. This is his main screen setup. I'll put it so it's less confusing. Let me just put it on the big screen. His setup is like this, quartering. Like a little frame kind of thing, and like whatever his shows on these days, that days. And then he has another one. Maybe I need something, yeah, a little bit more, maybe a bit bigger. He has two layouts. The one where he's his full screen like this with the stuff on the side. And then he has another one that's like this, where you got the bits for browsing articles and stories. I don't know if he plays videos on there. This one's less obtrusive. This one, you see how like this big screen? Because where do I have that? Watch screen here. Oops. Yeah, I think maybe I need one with less color, less, like the empty spaces can actually be used to fill stuff in, not just to have empty space. I think. No chat. Okay, we could do that. No chat. So yeah, maybe this has too much going on. So I'll look for another one today. So yeah, the reason I'm looking for like a thing for a smaller screen is sometimes there's videos that I can't play in full screen mode. You know, that I want to try to avoid copyright stuff. It's just better sometimes for certain things, not all the time. And so could technically still have something bigger. Let me unlock it. Could literally have something like that. Maybe something, if I find something to fit a little bit. Something in that size, maybe. Not ADHD friendly. Star Fury, thank you for the 5. Have a military aircraft fly in a loop saying breaking news with military news. At the final 10 seconds, fade to black. Could do a black background. I'll figure it out. Keep playing around with it. So the intro's okay though, right? So let's do just one thing at a time. The intro's okay though, right? Starting stream. If I need 30 seconds or a minute or something while I set the screen up, blah, blah, blah. Mike Waltz out as National Security Advisor, really? Yeah, purple's kind of a theme of the channel a little bit. A part of the color. Purple's a little bit of a thing today. All right, so at least I guess we're good on the intro. We'll figure everything else out then. I may not have to use this often, but sometimes it actually can be useful. I think I might need an intermission screen too, like if I need to switch screens, but yeah, I know it's the chase. I was almost hesitant to jump on because when I had first seen the chase, they were stopped and then they started going again. So I was like, oh, but we have a chance here, some potential. Midday rallies,
in South
immigrants'
Figueroa.
rights.
The group will then march east on Olympic and
Wow.
north on Los Angeles Street and end near the Metropolitan Detention Center. Last year's march resulted in closures across Hollywood, and organizers expect this year's march to draw a much larger attendance. Police are looking for a man who they say broke into a Valley Village apartment and murdered a man inside. The suspected killer was caught on surveillance video. It's been 5 days since police found a man murdered in his apartment at Ashton Sherman Village on Riverside Drive. LAPD released new footage of a suspect. So take a look at the video. Police say this is the man being sought. He's between 5'6" and 5'9", 180 to 200 pounds. He was seen wearing a black hood.
Let me see. Pirates. They got to be talking about it today. Pirates. Ooh. May Day protests. Oh, Sean Diddy Combs in court for conference ahead of sex trafficking trial. Sean Diddy, the diddler. Chase is over, guys. I updated the title in case anybody else comes. Okay, so we'll... I mean, I could use this for something else. This guy just looks like a lunatic. This guy with the burning newspaper. People over here smiling and shit. It's kind of fitting for all the craziness right now. Oh, there was another cool intro. Let me see. There was another one. Did I save it yet? I didn't save it yet. Starting stream 2. That's another one. Oh, it's supposed to loop though. There we go. That's kind of cool too, a little bit. I don't know. Compared to the other one. I don't know. Sean Diddy Combs showing up to court today. The trial starting, I think, Monday. Monday, Combs back in court. I need to make some coffee. I haven't had any coffee yet today. All right. So yeah, I don't know what's Combs in court today for, because I know that I think it starts Monday. I'll just take a look at that real quick. We'll see what's going on. I wanted to see the Pirates thing. I don't even know if I could show that though. Pirates game. Let me see if they have a version on the news. Pirates game. Pirates game. Here we go. Not like I'm okay with the stream.
Story this morning, a baseball fan is in the hospital after he fell from the stands during a Pittsburgh Pirates game. Take a look.
When you look at it like in slow-mo, he just looked like he was like jolting up because it was a huge play.
Just bizarre. Players frantically trying to alert the umpires and security there. The man was laying right there on the field in the outfield. The game stopped for about.
So yeah, this guy
frantically trying to alert the umpire during a Pittsburgh Pirates.
Like
okay.
Take a look.
When you look at it like in.
Look right up here. This guy just jerks up.
Fans during a Pittsburgh Pirates game. Take a look.
When you look at it like.
They don't even show you the jerk up motion. I don't know if the jerk up's not allowed on YouTube. YouTube's weird. That's why I was like, let me play the new censored version. The censored version won't really show you the initial jerk, but then he just lunges himself. He just lunged himself. If you watch the full thing, he lunges himself. I guess they don't show you when he hits the ground or when he lunges. There's something in the rules with advertisers. You can see him midair, flying in the air, falling, just as long as you don't show the impact. It's advertiser friendly. And then they show the after. The aftermath, it's okay too.
For about 10 minutes while they attended to the man, players took a knee. First responders rushed him to the hospital.
The hell was that, man? If that's drunk, I don't want to drink ever again. What the heck?
The fact of how it went down, and then, you know, laying motionless, like while the play's going on, it's extremely unfortunate. I mean, that's an understatement.
Now, the fan was listed in critical condition overnight. Pittsburgh police say detectives from the Violent Crimes Unit are investigating, but they did not elaborate on what may have led the man to fall.
So that's happened to people in the past. They said in other games, people have will try to catch the ball and stuff, like foul balls or whatever. You like the breaking news? I don't get it. So he's in critical condition, I guess, in the hospital. Let me see what's going on. So P. Diddy, what's going on with him today? P. Diddy. I do have a short video to record later, actually. Something that came out. If we get to it, we'll see if I can get to it later. Somebody else came out on Diddy. Paralyzed at a Diddy party. Precious Muir has said she believes she was drugged at one of Diddy's notorious freak-off parties. The British TV personality, 40 years old, moved to the Big Apple in 2005 during her early 20s and was told that the only way she would make a name for herself was to network, which often involves smooching at glitzy parties attended by the rich and famous. But there was a dark side to these bashes where the young girls were offered drinks laced with drugs, goaded into having sex, and filmed without consent. Wow. At the most debauched parties of them all were hosted by Sean Diddy Combs, the U.S. rapper accused of kidnapping, drugging, and coercing women into sexual activities. Upwards of 120 victims have come forward. Okay. She revealed she believed she was slipped an illegal substance in a drink at a party hosted by the rapper. Precious initially thought she was walking into the party, into a film set. Initially, I went into a vodka brand party associated with Diddy, and that's how I was introduced into this kind of lifestyle. I thought, this can't get better. This is Hollywood. Everyone you can imagine is at these parties. There were beautiful girls dancing, champagne was flowing. Diddy always made sure his presence was known at everyone, and everyone at the party wanted to be around him. She was offered a drink by someone at the event. Precious said one side of her face became paralyzed. I received a drink from someone while I was at the party, and there was something in my drink. Before I knew it, I couldn't stand up. I was completely paralyzed on one side of my face. I didn't know the people I was around. The person that came and helped me was one of the venue security guards. If I hadn't been saved by that security guard, I don't know what would have happened to me. She never reported the incident to police. I was advised that as long as I'm seen by the doctor, I'm okay the next day. Okay. They were testing me. When you don't do something like that, like pursue the police, they think it's okay, it's cool. She also warned about not to smoke any weed Diddy gives. Diddy aides would allegedly sprinkle stuff in it, plus the vodka shots were rumored to be laced with drugs, one of the many traps. Damn. Diddy parties. So, what's happening today? Let me see. Because I lost myself with this. P. Diddy. Conference. Okay, here's some updates. Diddy in court, judge to determine if rap mogul rejected plea deal before trial. Okay. They're preparing for the final hearing before the trial starts. Combs attorneys, federal prosecutors are meeting with Judge Arun Subramanian on May 1st. Oh yeah, today's May 1st. May 1st. The trial starts May 5th with jury selection, and opening statements are set to start on May 12th. So we got a while before the trial starts. Jury selection starts next Monday, but it'll be another week for the, opening statements. All right. NVIDIA. I kind of want that 5090, but I just can't justify spending $3,000. It's an upgrade, but it's not like I have the 4090. It's not. I don't think it's worth to spend drop $3,000 for a 20% upgrade. 20 to 30, maybe, I don't know. There's other things that money should be used for, or saved, or whatever. Sharia law. Man breaks down crying after crashing his dream car. Oh, at least you're alive. Let's see. My dream car. Jesus. Right, Kayla, that's true. You go on a little vacation with that. That's true. Man, I want my fucking dream car. All my own money, I put it in there. Was that a Toyota? We were crying over a Toyota? Oh, it's a BMW. My dream car! Oh my god! Looks like a pretty bad accident, though. Yeah, somebody's saying this. You're alive, brother. I want my fucking dream car! All my own money, I put it in that shit! That motherfucker was fucking speeding! So that motherfucker was speeding. Why you cannot drive safe, man? Why? Damn. Damn. Insurance will cover it. Why is he stressing like that? Insurance don't cover shit. It depends, and I wonder if his thing will still go up. Maybe it'll still go up. It depends. I wonder if the other person has insurance. I mean, you could get screwed, right? If the other person doesn't have insurance, and sometimes that's the case. If the other person doesn't have insurance, it depends on the type of insurance coverage you have, right? I think. Some people have gotten screwed like that. I can understand being frustrated. There's a lot of people that just on the road, they're crazy, man. It's just insane people on the road. So, I mean, I could see being frustrated. Hey, Flossie. That flat tire that I got the other day, you know what I think where it really came from? Because there was a screw in the tire. During the weekend, I had seen this guy working outside on his car, right next to my car. I'm starting to think maybe that's where that nail came from. I had to shell out money because of that guy, maybe. Oh, this is the chick that was dropping the M-bomb on
Did you call him a child? Did you call the child the word?
Yeah, spoiler alert, while I censor it, she uses that word in this video multiple times. Rochester, Minnesota.
I gotta fix the screen, but
there's a man, we'll just say that he is not white, right? He is at the park with his children. He sees this woman start berating a little black boy, calling him the N-word, and he confronts her.
Did you call him a child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him a Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say.
You don't go digging through people's you dumb.
Nobody digging through your
A little kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a The little child?
What, he acts like one is gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, and the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
oh shit.
God help us. She claims that that other child took her son's belongings. That's what kicked this off. The guy who recorded the video is familiar with the other child. When he brings his children there, that child and his siblings are often there and play together. The kid she's going after has autism.
Oh god. So this video went viral yesterday. I had seen that video. I didn't watch it. I just, I'm scrolling and I see it. This is the first time I'm watching it. And that was the thing that I had heard. You got to be careful. Something like you don't know what these kids, because some of these kids really are wild. Some of these kids are badasses. Still doesn't give them the right, if they have some type of issue. But you context matters. It really does. And so they're saying this kid has autism. So things are different. Even though you shouldn't be dropping the M-bomb, on a little 5-year-old kid like that. But some kids are just wild. Some kids don't have any kind of home training or whatever. But again, the context matters. And so, this is autistic kids. They're all different, but some of them are. My cousin, he's all over the place. He's grabbing shit, fucking in the house. Turning on the water. All the water faucets are on the house. Fucking like a. He's a little bit more calm now. When he was younger, he just used to start grabbing shit, grabbing belts and stuff, running like all over the place. So yeah, I don't know. This lady's oof.
And then got on the phone and acted like she was calling someone to come down there and handle things. Fortunately, no one came, and eventually she packed up her child and left. But this woman is a danger to children. She doesn't need to be on a playground or around other kids, and she has at least one child of her own, which is also concerning. So,
yeah, some people shouldn't be around kids, probably, or imagine if this is like a teacher. Imagine we find out she's a teacher or something. That would be kind of crazy. Daycare teacher or something like that. I remember one time my daughter, she had told me like there was this kid in school that was like chasing after them or something. And she was telling me like the kid was bothering her, but She had said it didn't make sense to me because she had told me. I guess her and the other kids they said that this kid was like blind or something. That's what she told me. So I'm like, how is he chasing you if he's blind? I'm just like, what's going on here? And so I was like, all right, I'll talk to the teacher. Just if somebody is chasing you or bothering you, just vocalize it. Tell them. But I spoke to the teacher. And, I was just telling her, I was like, I don't understand because I'm told he's blind, but, I guess he's bothering her or something. I don't know. Or the kids. Well, the teacher told me he was, like, mentally challenged. That's what it was. So, I guess the kids didn't understand that. And so, they talk with the kid. It was just like a misunderstanding. But sometimes that's all it is. It's just like you don't know what the situation is. So... I was like, damn, there's some crazy shit going on in the schoolyard. So that lady went viral. I wonder what's gonna happen because I know these people on the internet. They're gonna search for her name. If she has a job, she'll probably get fired. And I think sometimes kids too. It's kind of weird because I'm not your parent. Like other kids, I'm not gonna parent another kid. But sometimes you have to like set boundaries. Like. I think, or if they're coming to your house, hey, these are the house rules. You got to respect the house rules, or these are the rules in this house, or, you can't come in here, or this is there, like whatever, that this is just what it is over here. But I think sometimes kids aren't used to having rules or boundaries or anything. And sometimes kids, too, boys, they're just roughhousing, stuff like that, but sometimes the roughhousing can be too much because sometimes the boys are roughhousing girls like they're boys type of. So sometimes you got to say, "Hey, this is a girl. Like we don't do this, we don't do that." Close the door when you're going to the bathroom. Close that door. We don't need to see your shit swinging everywhere. I wouldn't be, Amy. That's the thing that would be kind of interesting to me is if that lady's a nurse or like somebody in daycare, because there's been some really crazy daycare situations that we've covered. I mean, I think I even saw something recently. Oh my god! Besides that daycare crash, we did see that. There was that daycare crash. Lady killed 4 people. Those daycares are scary, man, because especially at those times when your kids, when they're really, really young, they might not be able to vocalize themselves to be like, hey, this is happening in school, in daycare, And so it's really kind of, at least when they get a little bit older, you can talk with them, communicate and whatever. But like when they're younger, toddler, and they might not be talking, all kinds of shit could be happening and you don't even know, I know I saw something recently about this daycare recently. I wonder if it's this lady. Damn. New details. 6-person arrested. This is a recent case. 6-person arrested in a daycare child abuse investigation. Officers arrested 40-year-old Amanda Spears Saturday morning on charges of child abuse under the age of 12. So the name of this place was A Step Ahead Daycare, and the kids' child care center began earlier this month. She's now the 6th employee to get arrested. Bro, that's crazy. Her arrest citation says a 3-year-old escaped the child daycare twice in the same day. Richmond police say Elizabeth Thomas was the first employee arrested on April 7th on criminal charges of child abuse. She was arrested again on April 25th this year, facing a new charge for criminal. Then on April 18th, Jessica, the whole daycare is getting arrested here. On April 18th, Jessica and Theodrick The owners of the daycares in Brooklyn were arrested on charge with child abuse, failure to report abuse, and knowingly obstructing an investigation. That's the thing too. You got to be careful with some of these places. Some abuse happens, and then some people will try to cover it up. And in this case, it looks like maybe the owners, maybe they're worried about being arrested, charges, but also a lawsuit. So maybe they try to erase stuff, erase evidence. Keep it on the down low, you know, they maybe not tell people. According to their arrest citations, they told staffers via text message to lie to state investigators about a child who left the daycare and almost walked onto a major roadway. Wow. Some parents told WKYT they were threatened with legal action if they spoke out. So these motherfuckers are threatening the parents. Yo, we'll see you if you talk. That's the daycare right there, a step ahead.
Also breaking tonight, a
Wow.
sixth daycare worker was arrested today in an ongoing child abuse investigation. This is Amanda Spears. The Madison County Sheriff's Office arrested her this morning on charges of child abuse and wanton endangerment.
She's smiling too. In the mugshot thing, the jail pic, she's smiling.
Richmond police tell WKYT Spears was an employee at a Step Ahead Daycare. Their investigation into the daycare and the Kids Club Child Care Center started earlier this month. Owners Jessica Hauk and Theo Hersey, along with 3 other employees, are facing charges in the case.
Wow. Crazy. Step ahead. A Step Ahead Daycare. No Karen retrial today, by the way, if anybody's looking for that. I guess they start back tomorrow. Today they had a day off, like they pre-planned this day or something. I don't know for what, but that was nice. Diddy. Diddy do it. Oh. Damn. Lady Gaga fans. Brazilian fans are desperately begging Lady Gaga to come out of her hotel room to meet them. Ew.
Gaga! 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 Gaga!
Wow.
Gaga! 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 Gaga!
Wow. Holy crap. I was wondering if that was a man because of how deep the voice is. Really hard to tell these days. I almost thought I couldn't show this video. That's why I was like, let me pre-play it before I show it. Wow. Oh, man. 15-year-old boy knifed in chest and left for dead just blocks from Queens High School campus. Damn. Kayla, thank you so much for the 20. They need some milk. Where's the milk one?
Oh, somebody! Oh, he needs some milk.
I need to get the TTS back on. Talk to text or something. Whatever they call that. Yeah, fix that. Gaga. Gaga. Thank you, Kayla. Gaga. Back in session tomorrow. Thursdays are for other cases. Oh, okay. I didn't know she had other stuff. Sure, Bev should just be explicitly just for the Karen retrial because it's such a big case over there. But I guess she has other stuff to do. Sean Diddy Combs. Let me see what else. What else? Is there anything else this morning? Woman steals and hides over $1,100 of items in her skirt, and they wonder why they're locked up now.
Hi, ma'am. Stop right there. Hi. I'm Officer DeLakey, Milburn Police. Just so you're aware they're recording on body cam. Okay. Stand over here for me.
Okay.
Right over here. Okay. Were you shopping in any stores today?
Yeah, I just came to the mall.
Okay. So I'm just gonna read your rights real quick. You have your rights there.
What?
Just listen here. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Hello? Why is he recording me? What's going on?
Relax. Let me finish
I'm
my
confused.
statement.
What's going on?
I'm gonna answer your questions after I read my statement.
Didn't do nothing.
Hello? What is it? I'm in the tomorrow. I'm not.
Ever stopped by Crate and Barrel?
Crate and Barrel? I don't want to Crate and Barrel.
Right. Are you going to listen or are you going to talk?
Okay, listen.
Okay. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you get out of 411, one could be appointed to you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. What store were you in today?
I was going to Pink and I went into, I forgot where I went into before that.
Okay. All right. Did you conceal any merchandise on you? Did you take any clothing? Because we're going to go to the store and look at the cameras. So.
Okay. Hello?
So did you take any clothing?
No, I did not.
Okay. You just do me a favor, hang up the phone real quick while I'm speaking with you. Do you have an ID on you?
No, I don't. I have a picture of them on my phone. I recently lost because it got
That's fine.
Expired.
Okay. 3, can you go to the store and confirm, please?
What store are you talking about that's happening?
What store have you been in?
I told you I went into Paint, I went into Aloe store. That was it.
Okay, all right, let me see your ID real quick.
It's expired.
Okay.
It's expired my birthday.
That's okay. Let me see it.
Do you have a valid one or is it the only one you have?
No, it recently just expired. That's a copy of the only one I have.
Okay.
But recently just expired.
Sorry, I got out of it. Where was it?
Oh.
Thank you.
I'm under arrest for what?
You're not under arrest, you're just being detained at this time.
Detained for what though, officer?
For potentially shoplifting.
For potentially? Not for actually potentially?
So you're matching the description of somebody that reported shoplifting in a store.
I just literally got to this mall.
So we're looking at camera footage right now.
Okay.
If you didn't shoplift, you'll be on your way. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. What's the phone number for you?
My phone's gonna cut off.
The right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Hello? Why is he recording me? What's going on?
So what did you take from the store?
I didn't see. For what store?
What's in your dress that you took from the store? You're on camera.
What camera am I on, officer?
Every camera that's in the store caught you putting stuff in your dress.
In what store?
So
The store that you were in.
Let me explain how this is going to go down, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to your phone. So you're going to be placed under arrest, and then you're going to be searched, and we're going to find the items. Either you can just give them to us now,
Okay.
or when we have an officer come and search you and find the items, then we can charge you additionally.
Okay, and what happened? Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday.
Okay.
My kids go back to school tomorrow.
Is that why you
Not
took the
the
items?
kids.
My daughter's school and her birthday's tomorrow.
Okay. Well, let's give us the items that you have concealed under your dress, and then we'll get you out of here as soon as we can.
No, I know y'all gonna arrest me. Like,
Regardless, they're gonna arrest you.
so
Either way, we need the items back. Whether we
do
get
it right here.
are they tucked in there, or can you just pull them out?
Like, I don't feel comfortable doing it right here.
Okay. All right.
Is it like a corner I could go into?
Let's go in this corridor over here. Okay. I just need you to take your purse off real quick. You can keep everything in there.
I cannot lose money.
It's all coming with you.
Kids.
It's all coming with you. We're gonna hold on to
All I
it.
have.
We're gonna hold on to it. And again, like I mentioned originally, everything is recorded on body camera.
Damn, what's that, cell phone? Oh, that's her cell phone.
So
My sister. Show your phone.
take this off.
Call mommy and tell her I'm getting locked up right now. Call mommy and tell her I'm getting locked up. I gotta send Dante number too.
Okay.
I'm in New Jersey. Call Kimmy too.
I'll let you make a phone call when we get down.
All right. Can I call her?
Just welcome me to that exit sign. We're gonna walk right over here. Right here.
That's it. Oh. I was told to the website's pretty much ready. I gotta go through a few things with this lady. Yeah. Okay, what else? Anything else? Let me see. Yeah, I know it still shows the car chase because it takes effort to make a new thumbnail. Not a whole lot of effort, but I'd have to. I can do that later. Let's see. Caught in cursing. Arab migrants busted in Midtown Macy's theft. Turn on violent crime. Let's see.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you. Yeah, okay, buddy.
I got caught.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Caught stealing. Okay. Oh, here's another more. Oh, here's the same guys. Okay. Good stuff.
Fuck you.
My friend, you have a message for Senor Holman?
Fuck you.
No, fuck you. Yeah.
Mess. Entitled judge. Oh, sorry. Entitled doctor versus cops. Let's take a look at that.
So, man, what this is?
End of times.
My phone. I will call you when I get out. Yes, ma'am. I did. I'll call you when I get out. Thank you.
Okay, so what this is an alcohol sensor test positive negative for presence of alcohol. To make sure you're okay to drive. Would you be willing to do that?
I think that I'm pretty sure I would not be okay with it.
Why is that?
Because I have attorneys and lawyers, and that's not the route that we would go with. And
Okay, would you be willing to do any other field sobriety evaluations to make sure you're okay to drive?
I think I'm absolutely fine.
Okay, that's your opinion. I got to come up with mine. Okay, so the one I'm asking you is, would you do any other field sobriety evaluations to make sure
Dude, look at her face like, what? Motherfucker, how dare you?
you're okay to drive?
No, sir, absolutely not.
You don't want to do any field sobriety evaluations at all?
Sir, I think I'm absolutely fine. I'm also
Again,
wearing 7,
listen
8,
to me.
or 8
Again,
inch heels.
listen to me. You're not listening to my answers or my questions.
Right, so let me call my attorney and she
Okay,
needs
you don't have a right to an attorney at that time.
I don't have a right to an attorney at a
No,
stop.
ma'am. You're not under arrest, so you don't have a right to an attorney.
So I can't call someone while we're on the... I'm not allowed to call someone.
Correct. You said you're calling your attorney. You're not allowed to call an attorney
Well,
right now.
I would like some legal advice because I'm just confused when you said I can just step out between us.
How old are you?
I am 34 years old.
Okay, so
Didn't he say that though? You can't call an attorney?
you're an adult. You can make adult decisions.
Absolutely, sir. But again,
I understand you don't want to do this.
I am an adult.
I'm going to ask you if you want to do any field sobriety evaluations to make sure you're okay to drive. According to you, you've had nothing to drink. I doubt that because
The background music's really weird.
there's a smell the odor of an alcohol beverage coming from your vehicle, plus cover-up odors coming from other vehicles.
Hey, look.
Ma'am, I need you to hang up the phone.
It's a judge.
I need you to hang up the phone.
Oh, he can't tell her to hang up the phone though, can he?
He wants me to step out and do a sobriety field test.
Hey, can you start me that again, please? I'm 10-4, just start me that again.
The officer would like me to step out and do a field sobriety test. Yeah, no, I already let him know that I would call my attorney. Okay, I mean, I don't mind doing it. You guys just tell me, like, if I'm okay, I'll just go ahead and do it. If he thinks that I should go ahead and do it, so you can just let me know. Yeah, but the only thing about it is, Crystal, I'm wearing like my 9-inch heels right now.
Take off your heels.
Right. Okay, so my best option is what?
What ended up happening? Is there another part to this? Oh, here it is.
Okay, alright, you can just go that route because I don't need anything on my medical license. Thank you.
I hate the background music. I feel like they're subliminally trying to drill something in our head that we don't know what the hell they're saying. What's that weird woo woo, like that weird the hell is that?
Understood. Okay, that's fine. Okay, sir, I would prefer not to have it.
Okay, you can hang up the phone now.
I'm just gonna keep her on the phone.
You can hang up the phone now. Everything's being recorded on my body camera.
Okay, but I would like to have her on the phone. I don't
Okay,
is that
I need you to step out of the car and leave the phone in the car, please.
I need to step out of the car?
Yes. You can leave the phone in the car, please. Step back here, please.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you want to do the field sobriety evaluations or not?
No, I think I'm okay with that.
Okay, do you understand I have to make my best decision off the information that I have, which is running the stop sign, you almost backing into me when you backed up, the odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from the vehicle. You understand I have to make my best decision?
You said it smells? It smells like alcohol?
Information that I have, which is running the stop sign, you almost backing in.
Running a stop sign, almost
Me when you
backing
backed
into me when you
The odor of
backed
an alcoholic
up,
beverage
and the odor of
coming from
alcohol.
the vehicle. You understand I have to make my best decision off everything that I have.
Sir, the way that I backed up was because you were immediately behind me, unless you gave
Okay, do
me
you realize you passed all this area to stop and you decided at the last minute to pull over, and when you were backing up, you almost backed into me?
Sir, when I was driving,
Okay,
I was
again, let's
sitting
go back to
forward
the-
and my eyes were on the road, and they were looking straight at the traffic that was ongoing. The light was changing, people were moving.
Again,
Again,
let's
so
go
if
to
you're
the-
going to ask me a question, then make sure I can have a chance to I am a medical physician and I am a doctor. I did and I am, and so you don't need to disclude what I'm saying.
Do you want to do the field sobriety evaluations or not?
Sir.
Yes or no?
This is my opinion. I am okay with not because my attorney suggested.
Oh, so she's trying to say because she's a doctor, she's good to go.
Okay, let me back. Turn around for me, put your hands behind your back.
Ooh.
Are you serious, sir?
No, I'm very serious. You don't want to do this. Put your hands behind your back, please. Thank you.
So can I do it then?
It's too late. It's already too late.
May I show you, please?
It's already too late. I gave you plenty of opportunities. You want to listen to your friend.
Well, look, so I'm asking what
No, you asked your friend what the best thing was.
So can you tell me then?
And you asked your friend who you said was a judge.
Ma'am, can you, Mr. Kumar, please, like, this is something that I'm
Step
trying
up
to
here for me, please.
Damn. Is there more to that, or that's it? That's it. I'm curious to know what was the aftermath. Was she really drinking or not? Let me see if I can find anything. Doctor arrested for DUI. Is this the lady here? I don't think this is the lady. No, that's not her. Nah, I don't know. It's almost like Reddit where you get no context for some of these stories. TikTok, Cop Police 31. I wonder if they have it on there. Oh, they have it right here, but
Are you serious? Well, look, so I'm asking what...
she's not above the law. Let's see, anybody have any of her information on here? I need the next part. This was somebody said I need the next part. Hey, man, there's been stories of like drunk doctors or nurses or whatever. Or coming in drunk to perform surgery. No follow-up with this lady. Damn. I don't know what year that's from. Is it recent? Is it old? Nothing. Yeah, I know, Alexandria. Some of those tests, those sobriety tests, I don't think I could pass sober. Some of the crazy shit they have you doing. What the hell is this? Experienced skydiver appears to have jumped to her death on purpose. That's another one that I don't think I'll do. Experience with over 400 jumps appears to have leapt to her death on purpose. An experienced skydiver who fell to her death in the UK appears to have jumped in a deliberate act taken to end her own life, according to the company that took her up. Married marketing manager Jade Demarel, 32, had more than 400 successful jumps, was killed instantly during her latest skydive Sunday as she crashed into a farmer's field in County Durham in northeast England. Police said it is not being treated as suspicious, and the company she jumped with said that all indications from the police in British skydiving are that this was a deliberate act. And how did they come to that conclusion? A friend told the Daily Mail that everyone is devastated and deeply traumatized by the 32-year-old's death because she was very much part of the skydiving community. She was mad for the sport. The unidentified friend said in just the 2 days before she died, she did 11 jumps. Damn, that's a lot. 2 days before diving, 11 jumps? She must have done 80 this year. At least one person witnessed Darnell jump to her death. Reef Forge Farms and Darrell died, confirmed that the woman tragically lost her life. That's weird. Chris here said depression and the lack of dopamine and serotonin grinds away at your want to live. Without it, you don't get the feeling of joy or happiness. Did she leave a note? How did they know it was intentional? And somebody here said if there was nothing wrong with her parachute, she just simply didn't open it. A deliberate act can be assumed. That's weird, man. 32 years old. I don't know. The doctor's fiance came out and got her. Oh, there's a full video on YouTube? She full of bull. The doctor's fiance came, huh? Damn. Psychedelic therapy. Are people really doing this shit? Bro found the ultimate hack in the casino. Massage gun? Let's see. Anything else with the news? Anything? Oh, well, I mentioned this yesterday. Robert De Niro. He's supporting his transgender child that came out. And, yeah, whatever, I guess. But I wonder if that's why that guy is always so angry. Alright, I guess that's it for now. Figured we hang out a little bit since the chase ended so quick. I had a feeling that was going to happen, but you never know. Xbox trending. Shannon Sharpe. Excuse me, sorry. I haven't had my little cup of coffee yet. Shannon Sharpe, he's being sued by a lady that does OnlyFans. I think she was 19 at the time. I don't know if she's 20, 21 now. And they were having sex. It seems like he was paying her. And she's said that he was assaulting her, and she has video. And to me, what it sounds like from the text messages that I read and the kind of talk that they had, to me, it sounds like they were into some type of BDSM. That's what it sounds like to me. And then now she's turning around and using it on him. To me, that's what it's so. And she has that Tony Busby guy representing her. So it sounds like almost like a money grab type of thing, a shakedown as they call it. You know, and supposedly she had turned down 10 million though. He had offered her allegedly 10 million or more to like keep this quiet, like we don't need to go to the courts or whatever, and she turned it down. So I don't know if maybe she has some damning stuff. I don't know, but she turned 10 million down. And so he stepped back from ESPN, and I don't know. It's a whole weird situation. It's definitely damaging his career, I guess, and people are looking at him sideways. Some people are looking at her sideways. I think it's a money grab, you know, but I'm open to see what else is brought forward, you know, before you know. But for her to turn down 10 million, you know, the thing is too is that he had recently spoken about $100 million deal or something. I think that he was getting for a show. And after he spoke about that, I thought it was like a couple days later. That's what people had said. I don't know if it's true. A couple days later, they come with this lawsuit. So maybe she just knows she can get a lot more out of him. Maybe, you know. He has other allegations, Victoria? Different woman? Oh, yeah, it's too much of a liability. You know, they say ESPN is owned by Disney. I didn't know that. And so... Caroline! The rumor was that he was into men, but I guess he's not. People were saying he was into men. I guess he's not. Simon Cuevas walkout. Oh, that's sad. What was that channel I was thinking of? This guy, Girl He Funny, he's out of Florida. He made a little skit. He did a Shannon Sharpe skit. What was it? I want to catch the walking. The walking part was really funny.
First stop of the day. Soda wine. You know, we've been grinding all day, so this is what we gotta do. Woo, shit, you look good, baby. Like, Unc talk to you, baby. No, trust me, I can get down right, too, but I get young, too, baby. Don't play with me. Woo, shit. That's mama shit. You better come on, you gonna be mama shit. I told myself in 1988 nobody was gonna work harder than me. You wasn't gonna fuck harder than me. When I started playing football in 1968, I won 5 Pro Bowls, 6 Super Bowls, 8 Cereal Bowls. I already told myself I came from a family in Southern Georgia. It was a blue-collar family. I'll be able to pig feet, frog legs, deer ankle, raccoon possum, and all types of things. You was not gonna tell me once I made it to the NFL, you was gonna look harder than me, you was gonna fuck harder than me, you was gonna hit harder than me, you was gonna run harder than me. I was the hardest worker in the NFL. Who beat me? Who's better than me? Besides LeBron. If LeBron played my...
It's kind of funny. The walking thing's kind of funny because he does walk like that. And I think it was that one time he came out like in some really, really tight pants, like skin pants or some shit like that. It was really funny. Let me see if I find that Shannon Sharpe picture. There was a picture of him, Shannon Sharpe. Pants. They just made fun of this guy because he came out in these really tight pants. I mean, I guess they're not that tight, maybe. I don't know. I forgot. There's a certain way he walked out of the car. And since then, they're all saying maybe he's a little, you know. Oh yeah, here it is. And so Shannon Sharpe, he's had because there was one time he supposedly this guy went live by accident on Instagram while he was having sex. So you just hear like moaning and stuff. And so some people had thought or alleged that like he was just doing that to try to prove he's straight or whatever. So because he just went live on Instagram, but maybe he didn't know what he was doing. When he went live.
Ooh, I'm a Buddha hip hops. You know how we do. Back in Happy Tuesdays, Happy Tasting Tuesdays. As you know, it's your host with the most. You know, it's Big Shay, not the little ones. But you know how we do. Beautiful, blessed mornings. We are blessed. We woke up, so we had nothing to be stressed about. We had Total Wines and Moors. Here to drop off a little virtuosos, some of our reports that we are doing. Today's we have some fan love. We just dropping in.
Crazy, man. So I don't know. Yeah, he has a bunch of drama going on from that young girl. You know, that young lady. He's 56. Gotta be careful, man. When you're moving like that and you have money like that. Not even if you have money, but if somebody wants to try to destroy you, you know what I'm saying? They could just make up some crazy shit about you. All right. I guess I'm gonna jump off for now. I'll catch you guys later though. We'll see what today brings. Still very early as far as what the day can bring, especially Cali time. It's still morning in Cali. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for hanging out with me this morning. Bye. Bloop, bloop, bloop.